morning everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to Rick's Fishing, and it is Sunday the 9th or 10th of March, I think, something like that.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday, yeah. So yeah, with Sam again, and we're back in the Moorhen Valley, Hampshire. We went here about a month ago and discovered Moorhen Springs for the first time. And yeah, basically just this new fishery popped up on Facebook. Well, I say a new fishery, it's been established for many years, but completely unheard of as far as I was concerned. It's called Moorhen Trout Fishery. Been on their website, so it consists of 1 3-acre lake. Unsure of stock sizes, but they seem really well equipped on site. They've got a nice big tackle shop, etc, etc. So yeah, we're going to give that a go today, and at the end of the video we will leave our honest first visit review. I just wanted also to do a quick shout out. There's a guy who's commented on my videos called Scottish Sherlock Piper. That's not his actual name, obviously, but that's what he's known as on YouTube. And his dad is 83 years old, and he lives in the Highlands of Scotland, and apparently he likes my stuff. So wanted to say hi to both of you guys, and thanks for watching. Alright, see you in the water. Right, so we're inside the tackle shop in Moorhen, and I have to say it's extremely well equipped. Pretty much everything you could want is fly tying equipment, which I've never seen in a fishery before.
Never, no. So much of it as well.
Yeah. Coats, rods, bits and pieces. And this lovely, lovely lady has just made us some coffee. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. One with sugar, one without.
Thank you. And there's the Wall of Fame. And yeah, really nice selection of flies. So yeah, I have to say, actually, this is probably one of the best equipped fisheries that I've been to.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. I'm just going to take a little look at the lake. So there's the 3-acre lake. And I have to say, the one thing that I like about this, and this is obviously a first impression because I've never been here before, is there seems to be lots of features, which is one thing that on the last outing I felt that Albury lacked. You know, the main lake up at Weston was just this big lake with nothing really going on, whereas here you got, you know, some overhanging trees, you got this island in the middle, you got the little bridge here leading over to another island, and there's just lots and lots of little hidey spots that the fish could be patrolling. So yeah, I think this could be a fun day. Right, let's get started. Can't wait. Yeah, so stocking weight is, what do you say, Sam? About £2 up to £4?
They say regulars are sort of between 2.5 to 4, 5.
Yeah.
And then
the odd trophy fish.
And then they just keep monitoring the bigger fish coming out, and they will put bigger fish in as and when they need to. But like I say, generally speaking, stocking size is a good size, 2.5 upwards. So
yeah, average 2.5 to 4 or 5, I think he said. And currently there's 2 browns in here. I've got my name on one of them.
Yeah.
You don't. I'm going to make sure of that.
Tell you about the time I caught a brown?
La 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 la. Might need to use that today if you keep going on about that brown trout.
Back in the day, they visited.
La 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 la.
Nice and clear. Nice and clear. It's a nice bright day. Lovely. Yeah.
So the strategy today, I'm going to start off using a buzzer, because JB was saying, obviously, now that the temperature started to pick up a little bit, there was a bit of a hatch on yesterday, and buzzers did quite well here yesterday. So yeah, the season has now gone from winter into early spring, and obviously insect life should start picking up.
Haven't seen much walking around yet, but
no, it's still a little early, but hopefully if the temperature gets up a couple of degrees, the trout will start moving.
I've seen a few over the last, a couple over the weekend.
Yeah, so we're starting off with a little bloodworm buzzer pattern, and decided to start under this tree because A, I've seen a few fish move under it, and B, I always like to just aim for a little bit of structure. So we're just tweaking that buzzer. Oh yeah, we got one. We got one. We got one. No need for the bow. Sam? first fish on a buzzer this year. Yeah, I may still try a bung today because basically I've never used one, and I want to kind of maybe even, you know, measure up the success of static buzzer fishing versus just a very slow retrieve like I got this one on. So yeah, it's nice to have one on the bank pretty much on the third cast, and now I can kind of just muck about with different tactics and just almost have a little experiment to myself today. Oh, and I'm using a 4-pound line. Sam's become quite famous on this channel for using his 2-pound line. And, oh, this was pulling. And I must admit, Sam does have really good success. He's generally the first to catch. And I did think, well, because the stocking size in here isn't huge, we'd try a 4-pound line today instead of the standard 6. Ooh. Whether or not that has anything to do with catching this one quickly, I'm not sure, but it certainly allows for better presentation when you are fishing light. Right, there we go, folks. Our first rainbow trout from Moorhen Trout Fishery. And yeah, I took that buzzer really well. So yeah, I took that buzzer really well. I'll just show you the pattern now. There we go. So a little bloodworm buzzer. Yeah, and because it is such a bright sunny day today, even though I am using fluorocarbon, which incidentally, generally it's stiffer and it sinks better than monofilament, I'm just going to put some sinkant on it because I really don't want this line on, you know, to be sitting on the surface today, because the sun's going to catch it and it's just going to put the trout off. So yeah, we're just applying a little bit of sinking agent. Yeah, then what I like to do is just cast that back and forth a little bit, just to dry the sinkant out before it comes into contact with the water. Alright, so we're just going to let that sink down. Come on, fishies. There was a little fishy on a little dishy, and the little fishy didn't want my fly. Yeah, not sure how that song's supposed to go, but that was the okay version, wasn't it? There was a little fishy on a little dishy, and the little fishy didn't want my fly. Okay, so thought processes when changing my fly. So I would like to stick with buzzers because I've caught my first fish on a buzzer. My red buzzer bloodworm pattern just seemed to have slowed down quite a bit, so I was tempted to put on something a bit different, like a little nymph, but I think what I'm going to do, as I maybe transition over to nymphs later, is just try a different colour of buzzer. So we're going to go, as it's quite a sunny day, we're going to go for a little bit of a reflective pattern, and also I want to keep it small, just because I like to, I mean, it's just personal preference. I just like to, when I'm fly fishing, just present my patterns with a little bit of subtlety. And anyway, that's my decision for now. If this buzzer doesn't catch in a few casts, then I may just go all the way to the other end of the colour spectrum and just try black. And then the intention would be that if I wasn't catching anything on my third choice of buzzer, then we may just go a little bit nymphy, a little bit shrimpy, a little corixa pattern perhaps. But for now, we're just going to present that little buzzer with that little bit of reflection. Hopefully the sun will just catch that, it'll just catch the trout's attention, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, the good thing about this sort of fishing you know, fishing in a breeze specifically, is that we can just cast upwind, and then really in no time at all, in less than a minute, that pattern's just worked its way around the lake. So we are going to cover quite a lot of water. I've got the sun more or less in my face at the moment, so I'm not sight fishing, so for all I know there may be trout in there, there may not. But yeah, fishing in the breeze just allows that pattern to drift around, cover lots of water. Really, if there's 2 or 3 casts and no action, change spot. Just spoken to Jamie, the owner of the fishery, so we're in about 9 feet of water here. And yeah, because it's quite a breezy day, Jamie obviously stated that the breeze will blow all the food stuff and all the bits and pieces down here, so this corner tends to hold fish when it is breezy. So we're going to plonk our buzzer in here, see if we can get some action. There we go. Nice. Nice. Do you know what the first question in my head was? Not how big is it a brown? It's not. I thought it was. I genuinely thought it was for a second. Yeah, that's the buzzer, yeah. When I was over on that peninsula, by the way, I seen a trout literally come out of the water vertically and went back down vertically. It was almost like a bob. So I think there are buzzers in the water today. Do you know what? They fight really hard here. There was a little fishy on my little dishy, and this trout did want my fly. Let's try staying deep. Oh, really good fun. So yeah, it's not one of the elusive browns in here, but it's a fish, and do you know what? It's extremely satisfying to get that turn in the season when there's a little bit of natural life in the water, over and above, you know, the shrimps and the beetles and the bits and pieces. There's actually some insect life cycle on the move, and having a trout on a buzzer is just so satisfying. Yeah, these fish, they do have a bit of muscle. Oh, just not quite ready. I'm ready and he's not. A really strong fish, considering I've got a 7-weight rod. There we go. Second fish of the day, folks. On a buzzer. Beautiful. That was on a buzzer. Come on, fish. You know what? The hook's so small I can barely get hold of it. There we go. Thanks, Michelle. Awesome. Right, thank you. That's the nice thing about this fishery, guys. I've never actually known a fishery where the moment you're on a fish, the owners come over, take the fish, weigh it up, bag it, weigh it up, put your name on it, stick it in the fridge, bingo. And it saves having to pop the fish into a bass bag and then potentially haul them around all day whilst you're exploring different swims. Such nice people, and they have thought of everything. Hello, duckies. No, they're not ducks, they're geese. Hello, what's your name? What's your name? Pinky and Perky. That one's Pinky, and you can be Perky. Hello. And Sam's in.
Cool, that took me by surprise.
That was a thump, wasn't it? That was a real thump. Oh, it's a decent one as well.
It's not ideal, like we saw. I lost a fish earlier, but why I don't know. I think it's the line damage, but when everything's in good nick and I'm confident, I can fight it hard.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Thing is, with that light, what's that, a 5 weight?
yeah, 4-5, yeah.
Yeah, 4 weight, 5 weight, light tippet. You're not really going to ever be in a position to bully a fish.
No, but getting a few head shakes. Could it be a brown? Nice.
If that was a brown, I'd just walk away.
You'd snap it and push me in the water.
Yeah, we'd see if that life ring works.
It's not a brown. I can tell it's not a brown, but
It's not, mate, because I've seen it.
I think it
Could be a tiger though, or a blue.
Nah, it's not good, so.
Only joking. I don't think there's tigers in here, but there is the old
Are there?
blue one. No, there's no tigers, but just the old blue one.
It's not bad size actually.
I think you're just supposed to catch them, Sam, not mentally break them.
I'm thing is though,
Bet your fish just tastes stressed. Very nice too, very nice. That's it, mate. Lovely effort, good. Well done. Well done.
hey, another one. It's good.
Holy shit, I've just seen one of the big browns. I've just seen one of the trophy browns swim past, guys, and it must be at least 8 pound, I reckon, if not slightly bigger. And I'm thinking, right, so the size 14 gnat, how am I going to catch that? Well, in reality it could be anywhere within the next few minutes. Right, so first trout came on a red bloodworm buzzer, second trout came on a little sort of pearly, shiny buzzer, and yeah, we're just going to give orange a go. No particular reason for the colours, it's just whatever I fancy at the time. Yeah, we have our third fish, and it's on a buzzer. And that took like a stonker, guys. Buzzer's definitely doing the business today. Because at the end of the day, we've tried buzzers to begin with, and then I wanted to do a little bit of work for my final fish. Didn't want to catch it too quickly, so went on to nymphs, went on to dries. Lots of nice things. No luck at all. Second cast, third cast with this buzzer, and bang, in again. So yeah, buzzer's definitely doing the business at Moorhen today. I think this is probably the best fish of the session. Not that stronger of a brown, but we don't mind. We don't mind. Oh yes, it's going some. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty. That's it. Come on, fishy. We have another little fishy on our little dishy, and this little fishy won't have my buzzer. Come on. There we go. Over the net, over the net. Ooh, not ready. This trout is a pretty smart trout. He's trying every trick in the book here. Maybe this time, come on. Yes, sir. There we go, guys. Orange buzzer. Another buzzer, Michelle.
Another buzzer.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. There we go. A little orange one. Right, we'll just spoon this trout just out of sheer interest. See what it's been feeding on. I think actually that has been feeding on buzzers. That's really cool. Yeah, lots of little buzzers. Awesome, right. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this on the screen, guys, because these things are tiny, but those little buzzers are exactly what that trout was feeding on. And you can even see the little ribs, as in, you know, if you're tying a fly, the little kind of rib that you put on. Yeah, that's really impressive to see. Right, so that's my 3 fish ticket fulfilled at Moorhen. So we're going to go over now and see what Sam's up to, and I'll catch you at the car when I do my review. Okay, so just before we go and get our fish and check out, I just want to share this again with you guys. So basically, the last trout I caught, I spooned. You can actually see one of those buzzers moving. Yeah, so I spooned the stomach of the trout, and obviously observed that it was in fact feeding on buzzers, which is what I caught it on. And then I went over, spoke with Sam. Sam was trying some different pattern, just wasn't catching. So I suggested, in the spirit of matching the hatch, that he stick on as close to it as possible. And he chose that, and having been fishing for how long, Sam? Without a take? Half an hour at least?
Half an hour, yeah.
Yeah, first cast, matching the hatch, first cast, straight into a fish.
Literally, as more or less when it hit the water, not far off.
It was literally 10 seconds after it hit the water.
Pulled it in about 2 feet, and then straight away.
Yeah, so yeah, we just wanted to share that with you guys. It is worth investing in a spoon to spoon the trout's tummy, because you know, at the end of the day, if we're trying to match the hatch and we're trying to be purists about what we're doing, it just makes sense. It's just a good idea. Buy a spoon, have a scoop, see what it's been eating, and you'll just increase your chance of catching 100%.
For a couple of quid, it's worth having in your pocket.
Yeah, let's just have one more look at that. So yeah, you can see Sam's buzzer pattern on the top right, and it's probably as close to what that trout was feeding on anyway. Yeah, brilliant. Alright guys, I'll see you in the car and we'll do our little review. Right folks, so that's the day at Moorhen Trout Fishery in East Meon, isn't it? In Hampshire over. And I have to say, that was probably, since I started doing these different fishery things, that was probably my favourite one. Yeah, Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, to be honest with you, from the minute you arrived, you were just well looked after. Really, they came and greeted you before you were at the car. You know, they showed you around. They explained a bit about themselves. They've not long taken over. So,
yeah, November last year.
Yeah, so you know they I just don't know. The guy was saying it's sort of like a retirement project he's doing. Was it like retirement? Is it retirement?
Yeah, it's their 7 days a week retirement plan, basically. But yeah, they live on site as well. But yeah, they're just a really nice family. There was Holly and Karis, the 2 daughters. There was Jamie, the dad, and Michelle, the mum. and you know, we had complimentary tea and coffee. You know, they offered us that 2 or 3 times during the day. They come out to sort of chit chat. They come out, you know, every time you caught a fish, they come, they take it off you, put it in a bag, weigh it up, label it with, you know, your name and the weight, pop it in the fridge, and then pop everything into your carrier bag, you know, upon your departure. So, you know, just really, really, really bespoke service almost.
Yeah, it's like having Jeeves look after you while you're fishing.
Yeah.
Just the level of service has been fantastic, absolutely.
Yeah,
you know, second to none.
Yeah.
And they're all keen anglers as well.
Yeah, they. Jamie was telling me that they stock the lake. Michelle was saying that they stock the lake roughly 70 trout per acre. So that 3-acre lake had, you know, just over 200 trout, including 2 browns. And I was lucky enough to see. I mean, I just didn't get it on camera, but I was lucky enough to see a brown that possibly was, you know, 10 pound plus in weight. It was just really impressive. But yeah, the thing I liked about that lake as well is that it was a decent size, first of all, so it wasn't like fishing in a pond. There was lots and lots of features. There was big root balls underneath all the trees, and you know, if you have any knowledge about, you know, trout feeding habits, you know, you could almost figure out, right, where's the trout going to be hiding, because you can see features and you know they're going to be in there, and you know, a little bit of matching the hatch as we demonstrated and whatnot. So yeah, it allowed for it allowed a good day out for the thinking angler, I think, as opposed to just turning up at some random fishery full of stockies and just dragging a cat's whisker through the water. You know, the thinking angler actually would have a good day out there.
Yeah, but also on the other side to that, if you're a novice, not to be put off by that, because there was quite a few. There was a kid there of maybe 11.
Yeah, called Reese, I believe. Yeah.
And he's become quite regular. He's learning to fish, and he was having success as well. So you don't have to be knowledgeable, and there were other older guys, other people there, and they were having success. But you could make it as hard or as easy if you want to, if you put in the research. You know,
that's a really good point. And actually, I did make a point of asking if they were child friendly, because obviously, you know, we both have kids, and you know, we're both trying to teach our kids how to fish. So they did say they were happy for the kids to come along and just watch, or even have a go at, you know, netting fish, etc., etc. So yeah, really child friendly as well.
Yeah, and overall, like I say, best probably day we've had. Yeah, it is the best day we've had out since we've been doing different ventures.
Exactly.
And somewhere that I would definitely go back to, probably sooner than later.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the whole kind of mission on this channel has become try a different fishery every single time, and you know, leave a first visit honest review. You know, we've discovered it's just a fantastic way to see what England's trout fishery scene has to offer. But I'm in agreement with you. I'll probably go back there next, or very, very soon. So yeah, I think that's about it. The only things I would add is that it's got a good tackle shop.
Again,
best tackle shop probably we've seen, just because obviously all the fly tie materials that you're interested in as well.
Yeah.
You can buy rods. I bought myself a little, what do you call it, like a little sort of vest jacket thing for fly fishing. Saved 15% on it as well, which was good.
It was reasonably priced. Yeah, everything there was reasonably priced. They also, which I didn't see on their website, it's worth noting as well, like some of the other places that we've been to recently, they do a quota sources. So if you don't bag your fish, you can go back there. You just pay for the day's fishing rather than having to buy a fish ticket. So you just pay a small fee and you can go back and catch that one fish if you didn't catch them all, or two. You know?
Exactly. And also, just I think I did mention this in the video, but obviously next year, Jamie, the owner, will hope to have 2 features up and running. The River Meon beat, that's going to be open presumably for wild browns, but also there's going to be a carp lake which he's currently dredging out of the centre of the forest. So that will be dredged out, and then I think he said it has to be left about 12 months to kind of settle before he fills it with water. So the idea is that unlike Albury, where you have to buy your carp fishing on a separate day ticket, here you can just catch your trout limit and then wander down to the carp lake if you so wish and just have fun. So yeah, I think we'll 100% be back several times.
I think definitely on this side of summer.
In fact, that might be our new sort of local fishery.
Yeah, not so local, but new.
Yeah, worth coming to.
If you've heard about it and it's worth travelling the distance.
Yeah,
I would say
definitely.
you will not be disappointed with it. It suits all levels overall.
Yeah. So that's it.
Big, massive. Well done to the owners because they've done a really good job with the place.
Right, should we go over all the bad points now?
Yeah, you're gonna have to listen to me talk about my brown trout from a few weeks ago.
Shut up about the brown trout, Sam. I seen one today and I couldn't even get it. Anyway, I'm not even going there. Right, there was no bad points, everybody.
No.
We're heading home now. I might do another video on recipe. I've got a new recipe idea for one of those trout probably, so look out for that. And yeah, catch you at the next episode.